Hey everyone, Movie Manny here, and welcome to another Movie Manny Talk Abouts. This is the part of the show where I get to talk about movie news, movie trailers, TV news, basically anything entertainment related. Today's topic is the New Mutants trailer. First off, a little bit of comic book history for most of you out there who never heard of the New Mutants. New Mutants is basically a new type of group of X-Men. Their comic came out in 1982. The story follows new mutant kids that are not the X-Men being trained, taught, and protected by Professor Xavier, trying to teach them to co-opt with their powers, control them better, and become, in some ways, the new X-Men. The team contains a girl who turns into a werewolf named Wolfsbane, a guy that can turn his whole body into sunlight, known as Sunspot, a guy who can shoot plasma balls out of his arms, known as Cannonball, a girl who can transform parts of her body into weapons, known as Magique, and a girl who can make things that are in her mind into reality, known as Mirage. Henceforth, New Mutants. First off, before I get into the trailer, and yes, everyone's been talking about this, this movie was in development hell for a very, very long time. Originally, New Mutants was supposed to come out in 2018, but it didn't. Then they thought it was going to come out in 2019, but it didn't. But now, finally, hopefully, it's going to stay here and come out in 2020. A lot of people don't know why this movie in particular was in such a huge development. Some people say it's because they had to do reshoots, rewrites, recasting, not scary enough, too scary enough. Test audience didn't like it. But the biggest one that everyone seems to agree on is the big battle between Disney buying 20th Century Fox. Why exactly did this have such a why again did this get into this big debacle? Well, Marvel Studios wanted to do something unique with the X-Men franchise, just like with Deadpool, it being a funny screwball comedy, and Logan being a film noir western-esque type of thing. New Mutants was going to be a mixture between superheroes and superhero genre and horror movie genre. Again, I kind of like that concept. It's something unique. It's something new. It's something that it hasn't been done before. I mean, yes, Brightburn did it, and even though the concept of it was pretty good, the story and the characters did not do that movie's justice. I'm sorry, it just didn't. Which is a shame because again, having X-Men in some type of horror movie type of genre would have been cool, but again, the studio didn't know what to do. They hold it back so many times for Deadpool 2 and yes, Dark Phoenix, which I have to say, good job!
You fucking idiot!
And another shame, the people in this movie that were starring in this movie, they're kind of an okay cast. Sorry, make one sure, I want to apologize for pronouncing their names wrongly, so stay with me. The cast include Misa Williams from Game of Thrones. They had Charlie Heaton from Stranger Things. They had Anna Taylor-Joy from Glass and split. I don't know. The cast seemed interesting enough. And a lot younger too, because again, this movie was already done since 2017. So, by the way they look now, looking all younger, they're older right now. Because again, kid actors age a lot. Okay, enough back history. Let's just get into the trailer.
What's the last thing you remember, Danny?
Oh God, Freddy Krueger, get out of this movie! Alright, coming from this trailer, it's basically about these kids, again, new mutants, trying to like cope with their supernatural powers, but thanks to their fear and not knowing what to do, they have no choice but to be in this like hospital. And one scene has the kids talking to one another about their encounters of their mutant powers. Of course, Wolfbane being a werewolf, Cannonball controlling his plasma powers, Sunspot accidentally burning some people in a pool, and
I killed 18 men, one by one.
Lady, you don't need to go to a hospital, you're going to jail. The mutant jail with Juggernaut. Throughout the trailer, the kids encounter scary stuff and weird things popping out of nowhere. That is until they just did what Twisted Sister did and just go like, we're not gonna take it anymore. Do their superhero pose for the trailer and start using their powers to stop this evil figure that is known as the Demon Bear, which is made by Mirage, because again, Mirage's powers is basically just imagining things in her mind and it comes out into real life. So in other words, she imagines killer imaginary friends. First half of the trailer shows some horror elements, and then at the very end, you get to see X-Men. Yay! Play us that music that, hope to God, doesn't get me copyrighted. Yeah, that'll do. Pink Floyd's The Wall. That'll do. Whew. A lot to talk about and a lot to analyze. So again, I'm kind of interested. of the premise, the story, these characters, how their powers are going to do something to them, but I'm not quite attached to it. Again, it is interesting, but am I willing to see this after the shit this movie went through in development? Well, if they come out with one more little trailer and, I don't know, something surprises me, because this doesn't really surprise me at all. It's okay, but it needs a little extra. Something to really drag me in. Well, that's all I have to talk about, people. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family that I exist. And when you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified of future videos that I have in store. I'm Movie Manny, signing out, and first video of the first year. Let's get to it, people. Woo!